Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. Bienvenido. Welcome to my YouTube channel. As I keep informed right now, I'm in the energetic vibration systems of DNA structures. Very important to understand that your life system is very important, but just understand there's so many DNA strands in everybody's different cycle system. Those cycle systems are changing everything through the hydraulics, through the circuitry's mind, and everything through the capacitor system. So it's very important to understand that everybody has a different DNA, which means that when I go through the healing, when you go through my PayPal account, I change everything through your DNA structures of its molecule system. Okay, it's very powerful stuff when you go through the pixel activation codes, because I'm changing colorations, I'm changing the anomaly systems, I'm changing your biochemical system, I'm changing your reproductions of you. Okay, just to make sure that everybody is understanding what's going on. So thank you very much for the donations and the contribution. You guys are fantastic. Things are going so well. Let's just keep up the upgrades in its formation systems. Please go to my PayPal account, because everything through its division is high rising right now, and everything through the connection is high rising through its division. So everybody has a healing source through an energy cycle, through an energy system, through energy fields. You have to understand, like I said, DNA is everything. Okay, it's the equivalency of everything that's going on through your life system. So everything through your upgrade is different, from its mind to its heart to its everlasting soul, and everything through the body. So everything has to come together, okay? Especially the mind and the heart and the soul, okay? The body is the outer layer, okay, which you wear within the human vessel system. But when you're in the hydraulics and when you're in space communication level systems, you have to understand your voicing grid patterns, okay? Because the more we high rise our voicing grids, the more we can get its continuous force through its bound frequencies. Because everything through its connection is understanding that you want to volume your vibrations to highest level of balance, so we can platitude everybody to its vibrational signals when it comes to the dimensional earth. Anna, how you doing? Morning. Yeah, I've had my coffee too. So, but like I said, please let yourself go to PayPal so we can get this done faster and faster and faster. The faster I do that, the faster we can high rise to the division. Okay, because right now the dimensional earth is going through its connection patterns, it's going through its waving cycles, and now it's going on some full rotation system. So when I say going through the DNA, and I'll repeat that over and over, everybody's DNA structure, like Anna, for example, her DNA structure is different from Melissa. Melissa's different from Michael. Michael's different from Ash. Ash is different from so on and so on. So it's very important to understand what's going on. Like for Tricia, for example, you know, everything has to have a different communication level signal, because your DNA structures are different from particle systems. Your particle systems are different from different planet systems. Okay, so you have to understand how powerful healing is. I've done it through the mind telepathy. Okay, so it's understanding that you're going through its reproduction systems, through the energetic pattern systems, and through the hydraulics. Your circuitry systems are changing. Everything through your wires are changing. Everything through your perception is changing. Everything through your voicing box, through its alignments, because we have to uprise the coloration patterns through the psychop divisions. Once we get into psychop divisions, our mind capacitor system is going to high rise to the body simulator. Okay, so the more we high rise into the body simulator, we can get into the mind simulator, then into the heart simulator. So it's understanding your holographic system. So it's understanding that we have to upgrade everything through its level to its bounds. The mind has to be at its bounds through its confirmation levels, and the heart has to be its confirmation, and the soul has to be its confirmation. And then you have the complete essence of its soul recognition system. It's extremely, extremely powerful stuff. Anthony, how you doing? So, so I recommend the people that are meditating but not going through healing transitions. It's a slow process if you don't get into its continuous force through its vibrations. Okay, so it's knowing that Anna's ahead of somebody else and somebody else is ahead of Anna. It's very important that we get our DNA structures and we find our balance frequency levels, okay? Because our vibration signals have to be on its radioactive system, and that radioactive system has to be connected to its gamma ray system. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and everybody that's going right now. It's tremendous to know all these things. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with space discoveries. I know, like I said, I'm having an extremely fun time doing these videos, and it formulates everything through your DNA structures and your body systems and everything through. It's kind of like understanding, remember we were doing a video on vortex math? What's understanding that plus sign is you in the body simulator. So you take the number sequence, you take the space of its connection, you combine it to, you bring up the 4, okay? And then it goes 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So it's understanding how to use everything through alignments, through line signals, through its communication of all levels of the singularity line system. Okay? So it's understanding not just the AI, okay? It's understanding everything around AI and everything inside of AI. AI is very important. It's the awareness, okay, of information, okay? This is very important because it's going through your data processing systems. So the circular rotation system, it's going through the hydraulics, it's going through the mines, it's processing everything. So it's understanding that your computer software, your software has to be upgraded, okay? That's how you connect through the GPS line signals. If you don't upgrade your signals, you're going to have static interference and you're not going to be able to communicate with your voicing grids, okay? Because they're going to sidewind their angles down to a lower connection system and you're not going to be able to connect to the weather patterns because your stratospheres are getting stronger, your voicing grids are getting stronger, your vibration signals are getting stronger, your energetic waving patterns through electronic interference, through coloration patterns are getting stronger. But everything through its connection is a stratosphere system. Once we get into the platitude of its biodome, then we understand everything through its heat signatures. It's very important that we get to the heat signature level system. That is its connection to everything around you through its ground formations. It's understanding when you get into the simulation, you have to understand how to communicate with vibration. That's through the voicing grids. Like I said, if you want to communicate with the wall, that has a dimensional round vibration system. So you have to understand its voxing voice system when it comes to letters, numbers, and shapes. Okay? You use that voicing through its energy cycles, through the mind system, through the heart, okay? Through its, everything activates through its portals. The mind has a portal through an activation, the heart has a portal through an activation, and the soul has a recognition portal through its energy cycles when it comes to its energy path. Okay, following that path constantly over and over and over. And body is the continuous force. So you put everything all together, it high illuminates its light system. Because everything through a reverberation system is understanding the centers of its harmonic system. So if you want to communicate with the table, you have to understand everything through its connection when it comes to vibration. So if I want to voice my opinion and say something, okay, this table is going to stay, right? It's not going to wobble. It's understanding it's changing the ground formations, it's high rise in its division, the electronic appearance of its board graphing system is not going to line through its balance system. So now you have communications through its voxing box system when it comes to the alignments of the major grid system. Okay, so now you connect with the ground formations, you know it's vibration. So the vibration has to connect with the table. So it's trying to get partnership. The grounds is trying to get partnership with the table. Okay, so once you get partnership with the table, then you understand the alignments because it could be 2-3-X9 or it could be 6-4 box 7. Anything like that, that's the alignments. Everything through alignments. This is very important. There's what I was telling you about space discoveries, how everything is created through an energy grid. And that energy grid goes through its galaxy of its activations. And that's what it does. So it's forming, okay, it's like your DNA structure. Through your particle system is collaboration through its energy cycles. It's fixing everything through the mind system. Okay, it's opening new portals through its division when it comes to its heart, of its mortal heart system. And it's opening its energy path of its soul. So you have to understand its research of what the mind is, what the heart is, and what the soul is, and everything around of its body, where it comes in its balance through its yin and yang and its continuous force when it comes to its balance of its new chakra system into new body simulator system. Okay? So it's extremely, extremely powerful stuff. So how's Anna doing? How's Anthony doing? See, the thing is, Anna, these things are very important, and I'm telling you why. You do, and I'll tell you why, because your transformations going through your mind system is extremely, extremely powerful, okay? Because you're out of your full continuous force, okay? You're not in the brain anymore. Your mind is coming out. So the more it high rises, the more you have to be healed because you're going through transformation. You're going through transference. Remember, it's about deportation when you're coming into. That's what I'm saying is taking the old out and bringing in the new through its energy system, through its energy cycles. Because everything through gravitation, okay, is its continuous force through its balance. But you have to have balance with the mind and its continuous heart of its heart and following everything through the energy path of the soul. And everything it recognizes around its body system through the human of its vessel system. So it's very important that you keep getting your upgrades through my PayPal account. Okay, because the dimensional earth is going to get stronger with its wind force. It's going on its rotation systems. It's already done its colorations. It's on its full vibration. And now it's coming into the hologram system. Okay. So it's very important that you guys have to have that full coloration. You have to be the same color as the dimensional earth. Okay. It's very important that you communicate with that vibration because it has to be at that balance. And every time it goes up, you have to go up. Okay. So you have to understand how to communicate with dimensional earth. And that dimensional earth will communicate with you. And that's how you get into the hologram of the simulation. Because once that dimensional earth disappears, it's going to be on its full rotation of its speed cycling system, which has a connection energy waving, which is a wire system. That wire system is its harmonics, and that harmonics is its continuous force through its balance of its alignments of everything through its connection. Not only that, but you're going to understand the unical system. The unical is a system that's going on its graphing system, which is connected through the multiverse connection and everything through your paradigm shift. So if that dimensional earth is going on a paradigm shift, you are going on a paradigm shift. Okay? So it's understanding it, everything I give you, like I said, through this YouTube video transformation system is giving you energy, it's giving you healing. But the PayPal upgrades your DNA structures through its voicing grids. Okay? The higher you go through its division, the more you'll be able to connect through its information panel system when it comes to the energy cycles. Okay? So it's very important. Each video you go through its upgrades through PayPal. Okay? Because there's interforce connections that you're going to be dealing with, and you have to get balanced every single time. So it's very important that we balance everything through vibration, through the mind, through the heart, and through the soul, and everything through the body. That's how we get a balance. Okay? So it depends on what you want done, because your DNA structure is different from Melissa's. Melissa's is different from Trisha. Okay? And Trisha is different from Michael. So everybody has a different particle system. Okay, it's understanding space and how it's discovered through its energies. Okay, so I'm changing energy fraction divisions through your panel divisions. Okay, like for example, Melissa, I had to upgrade her panels. Okay, with Trisha, I had to upgrade her energy cycles through its gravity system. Everybody is different. Okay, so that is a special system when it comes to PayPal, because that uprises everything through the voice box system through communication levels. Okay, so that's why you have to do these things. Okay, so yep, that it's a process. Like I said, everybody resides on E equals MC squared, but I have to understand your mass. I have to understand your calculation, where you are through its distance. Okay, because it all depends on your day-to-day process and on your positive feeds and negative feeds. If you have a dark vibration, I have to change that frequency level, change the code frequencies, change the alignments, change the portal activations, change the mind, change the heart, and change the soul. But if you stay within its continuous force through its balanced system, its positive feeds through the mind system, then it's just an upgrade through its D.N.A structure. So you see how hard it is when you go through the healing process? Because it's very hard for people to keep on that positive system 24/7. Okay, so that's why it changes every day through your stress levels. Okay, so I'm not just healing, I'm changing everything through your fraction divisions when it comes to the energy cycles of its coloration patterns, which is the matrix grid systems. Okay, you have to understand the alignments, you have to understand voicing through communication and vibration of other planets and MTD4 systems through vibrations of gravity systems. Okay, because everything is connected through you, like I said, with vortex math. Okay, and same with space discoveries. You are the connection energy waving through line signals, through gravity systems, through polarized systems, to the magnetic force highway information systems. Okay, so the more you understand that, the more you understand everything through energy mass calculation and everything through calibration. It's fantastic if you get these understandings and say, wow, I know how to communicate with the that chair there. It's box 76783. Okay, now you know your voicing grids. Now every time you communicate with that, it's going to put energy into you. So it knows its warming sequence, which is its vibration system. Through the hydraulic system, it has a heat signature. Everything through vibration has a heat signature. Okay, so it's understanding what pixel division you're using through its activation codes, through its voicing grids. Okay, so again, healing is extremely, extremely complicated. All right, it's not just uprising your chakra systems. It's healing everything through D.N.A structures. Okay, because your waving patterns through the energy cycles change every single day. Okay, so that's why it's very important to go to my PayPal account every single day. Okay, because you're out of the mind now completely. Everybody's out of the mind, and who isn't? Try to understand what's going on with my information panels when it comes to my information channels and everything through its connection to YouTube. Okay, because my video content is high forcing everything through calculation, modification, energy, mass, and calibration. Okay, you have to understand how powerful the particle system is through the D.N.A structures of its body simulator. Okay, you have to understand the connections of weather patterns. You have to understand how you get into dimensions. You have to understand activations, portals. You have to understand everything through its paraphrasing unit systems. You have to understand the hydraulics. You have to understand the circuitries. Okay, the particle system is very important because that's everything through its biochemical system when it comes to its D.N.A structures. Okay, of the human vessel, because everybody has its mind. So it's very important to keep upgrading that mind system so it can get that balance of vibration. Okay, so it's understanding your mind is extremely powerful, especially when it comes out of its operation program, because you're going to have entity force systems vibration come into you and you have no idea through your dream set sequencing when you're sleeping or when you're just driving or when you're going through location centers. But at least if they come to you and you know exactly where they are through their framing system. A framing system is knowing their graph and cycles. The graph and cycles is knowing what computer you're dealing with. So your computer computing to another computer that's telegraphing through energies of telegraphing systems that are going through the hydraulics, okay, of its mind telepathy activation mode systems. Okay, so it's very important you understand what's going on with its mind graphing cycle of its systems through its condition of its heart and its continuous force of its energy, of its path, of its soul, and everything around its formations of its body and its balance. So well, you have to listen to my video. It's very important to understand. So everything through its upgrades right now. So basically it's changing your D.N.A structures through fraction divisions. That's what Anna, that's what you need. I know exactly what everybody needs through uploading, calculation, modifications, energy, mass, and calibration. Everything has an energy cycle through rotation system. Okay, that's what your body is. You have to understand the circles and everything through its color and its patterns. Okay, because your alignments are different. Your mind is different. Your heart is different. Your soul is different. It's getting that structure through its balance, through its D.N.A structure. So you don't back forth saying, I know exactly what you need, Anna. That brings you forward through its continuous force. So you don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about anything. I just keep giving you upgrading systems through my panel division when it comes to the transformations of the YouTube software system on my channel. I know exactly what you need, right? Through its upgrade. So don't worry about that. But there's nothing about backphrasing. If you don't understand the information or you miss the information, some people try to watch my video twice or 3 times until they really understand it. It's because either I talk too fast, it's because I'm channeling divisions through vibrations of planet systems. I could be anywhere in seconds. Because space and time, like I said when I did my video yesterday, I'm in the center of everything. Okay? So it's understanding how we can all communicate in all that level through its balance of its D.N.A structure to its panels and everything through its connection when it comes to formations through the dimensional earth and full rotation of humanity's system through its balance of its vibration to its harmonic system. Okay, that's what we want. Yeah, it's complicated, Anna, but I think you're understanding a lot more. You're understanding the energy of information, you're understanding the energy of intelligence, and you're getting connected through your own harmonic system, which is good too. So so basically this is all about trying to understand when you go through my healing, it's upgrading everything through your alignments. So you're going to be able to communicate with vibration a lot better. That's what it is. So you be able to pick something up and know exactly what it is in space. Okay, like I said, with the marker, the white graphing board of its electronic board's interference connection vibration system. Everything through a planet system has a different vibration through intelligence. So I would be saying this in a graphing cycle through energy of a different system. Okay? Because this, okay, is not a white graphing board system if you're in a higher volumes of a planet system. Okay? This could be a white graphing panel division. This can be a white electronic interference connection vibration system, or this can be a white graphing cycle of an energetic path system. Okay, so it's understanding where you are through vibration. Okay, so my voice and grids knows exactly the vibration of this through D.N.A structure. The D.N.A structure is here through its center. So you have to understand how it illuminates, how it vibrates, and how you connect through it, through its emotional content. Remember, it's done emotional content through vibration. Okay, so, but basically, we're going to do, 12 cycle systems. I was doing a small video yesterday, but today we'll go into a little bit more of the illustration diagrams so you understand what DNA is. DNA. Very important. It's everything through your life system. DNA. Okay, so you start with that, the DNA, right? Now, everything through its DNA can be diagnostic, right? But we already know D is dimension, right? That's where you start off, okay? You start off with the dimension, right? Now, the N could be anything. It could be neutral, it could be anything through its connection, but you have to understand when you're in space, N is anything through its connection through DNA, okay? So it depends. See, this is where it gets complicated because the DNA, okay, through a dimension is different from everybody's body system. Everybody has a different heat signature through vibration, through their harmonics. So I'm not just changing everything through its connection, I'm changing everything through its formation. So it's very, very powerful stuff. Okay? Extremely. So N is new. Okay? And A is awareness. Now, this could be in somebody's DNA structure, dimension, new, and awareness. Okay? This is a low frequency system of a person that's in a three-dimensional body. Okay? Three-dimension is not here, but you can still be in a three-dimensional body. That means a person that hasn't meditated at all. Okay? This is the lowest frequency. Dimension, new, and awareness. Okay? So if it's a different DNA structure, it's going to high rise to higher levels of communications of vocabulary systems. Okay? So instead of dimension, it would be higher dimension. High dimension. And it'd be, instead of new, it would be anything through its connection. All right? Now you can get into nebula, right? It's understanding, okay, that person's from nebula, so that's space system through its connection of its planet system. Or it could be nostotic. Nostotic is understanding your fragmentation through static vision. And A could be anything through alien formation. It could be upgrading your awareness. Okay, so everything is an upgrade. As long as everybody understands that, your DNA structures are so different from everybody else's. Upgrading, okay. I'm going to say nebula. Okay, so that person is from nebula. Okay, it's upgrading, right, through its higher dimension, okay, of its upgrading awareness. So everybody's DNA is different from everybody else's. Because you reside on a different planet. It's changing energy cycles. It's changing provisions. It's changing your activating cycles. It's changing everything through its awareness, through its electronic interference of its electronic devices, through your body simulator. So, okay, so basically, graphene cycling system, okay, through the graphene system, we already know the scanning modes, right? Scanning modes goes through the top of the head, Okay, then you have the eyes. Okay, then you have the mouth. Then you have the shoulders. Then you have the waist. Okay, then you have the hip. Okay, then you have the knee. Okay, then you have the ankle, and then you have the foot. Okay, so it all starts there. Okay. This is understanding how to scan the body system completely and fully, because you have to understand everything when it comes to healing. Healing is everything through the body system, because your vibrations are different from everybody else's. Okay. So basically, another thing I'll give you an example too is understanding when you go through DNA fraction divisions is understanding, does it have 4 circle rotations? Okay, because this person here has 4 circles, right? Now, there could be another anomaly system through a fraction division when it comes to simulations of a graphing cycle system that's connected through an energy of a vibration system and only has 3, but this one has 4. So everybody's through their DNA structure has different circle and rotation systems. So somebody might just have 1 energy field, 2 energy fields, 3 or 4. Not too many have 4. It's next to impossible, actually. But if you have 4, then you're in your continuous force through your mind system completely out. So it's knowing that the mind, okay, the mind is communicating at all levels, okay, of your DNA structures. So every day you go through an upgrade system. And that upgrade system is trying to get you into the hologram system. Okay? You can't communicate in the human brain in the simulation. It's next to impossible. It's so complicated. It's just knowing that when you look outside, you'll see the simulation through your perception. You'll see the wall. You'll see the graphs. You'll see its electronic fence. You'll see everything through its connection when it comes to dimensions. Okay, that's a simulation. It's a totally, totally different reality. It's the real reality. All this time, okay, everybody has been asleep. And once you wake, you see the simulation, and then it goes away. It goes away because it wants to give you a little picture of what you're going to be seeing. So it's understanding that you're coming from birth, okay, and you're evolving yourself through the mind. And that mind is its connection through its upgrading cycles of its circles. But then you have to understand how to uprise your energy fields, okay? Okay, so this one has 3 energy fields, okay? Now, the more it uprises its energy fields, the more it uprises its mind system. Okay, so the mind system keeps coming out faster and faster. Okay, so that's what happens with the mind. The mind comes out and then it goes up higher. Every time it goes higher, it has to scan its divisions because you're communicating with higher vibrations. Okay, the highest one, highest vibration. Highest vibration. Okay. Once you start reading the highest vibration, the mind system knows its patterns, knows its energy, it knows its coloration. It knows where it's going through its location when it comes to the radioactive gamma ray system. So when you're changing everything through DNA, and I keep saying that, DNA is very important because it's changing everything every single time. Because you guys travel so fast, so far in seconds, that's why it has to be upgraded. Okay? So it's kind of like your mind's getting tired or your mind's getting overloaded. Then it needs a regeneration. It needs an uplift, right? You go through your pyramid system, right? Which is here. This is your pyramid system. Okay. That's your pyramid system. Now you go through your pyramid system, okay? All right. Now these aren't point divisions. We already know that. Okay. These are alignments that's connected through its major grids into the mortal state of its God system through its God frequency system. Okay, so when you reach that highest point, it goes into the God's voice, God's voices systems. Okay, that's what you want to reach, the God voice systems. Then you understand everything through the mind. You're going to understand what the mind is. Then you'll understand eventually you're going to be able to heal yourself, but you have to get to that point. That's the whole understanding, is not just understanding communication with the energy fields, the energy cycles, but you have to understand your pyramid fully and completely, because your pyramid is activating every single day. So if you loademize everything through your pyramid system, not only it change coloration, but it will go on a negative size system and it will create a whole dark round system, and your pyramid system will change to a darker color. So it'll change black, it'll change. It depends on your perception. Your perception, remember I was telling you about the moon ring? How blue is happy, black is angry or depressed or whatever. You know, green is highlights. Then you have yellow for the sun, mortal sun. Every color is your representation through your heat signatures. Everything is connected. Okay, like it's kind of like a thermometer. You know, when a thermometer goes up through its heat, it high rises through its percentage, right? It's the same thing. That's what your body signature is through your body simulator. So every time you change weather patterns through activation, it goes up and down. Okay, so it's understanding that you have condensers, you have heat condensers, you have coolants. Those coolants are its continuous force. So if you're in a planet system, you're high rising, you're going to have a heat reaction because that's a heat planet. So you have to understand how to use your coolants, right? So it's very important. When I heal you, I give you new coolants. You guys don't understand that. That's what I'm saying. Healing is not just healing. It's healing everything through its particle system. So those pixels are changing every single day through your reactions of your stress level systems. Okay? But that's what it is so far. Okay, that's where you understand through the pyramid system, everything through an activation. Okay? So it's very important that you get healed so you understand what's going on with its communication levels through its interforce, through relationship and partnership with everything through vibration. Okay? So yeah, no, the upgrading through your vocabulary system is understanding through the energetic vibration through a harmonic system, Anna. So everything through its upgrades, I know exactly what needs to be done. Okay, because you travel so much, I see what you're doing, and you're trying to get its connection. So your volume's on its continuous force. So you could be high rising in a different level through your mind system, as Michael could, as Melissa, because you guys are traveling every single day. So it's very important that you understand your weather patterns through interforce connections when you come to interfacing with other planets of energy systems, okay, of intelligent systems. So DNA is the atom, yeah, but there's more than one atom in your body, okay? You have to understand the biological unit. You have to understand everything through electricity, okay? No, it's not college. It's not even human understanding. So, it's cycles in physics, but physics, physics is the introduction when it comes to quantum physics. You know, you're just entering the atmosphere for the first time in the astral planes. Like I said, the thing is, the one thing I want to get to everybody's attention in knowing that anything through scientists or anything is trying to understand what's going on with this multiplication, right? Science, okay, to the human vessel through the human brain because they don't understand line signals. But it's not multiplication in space. See, that's where everybody gets too confused. Everything is connected through an atom. You have to understand everything around its atom, okay? Because the atom is everything through communication when it comes to energy, when it comes to coloration, when it comes to vibration, when it comes to harmonics, and everything evolves through you, through your body simulator. Okay? So, like I said, remember I was telling you about the vortex math? And that's exactly what it is. Everything that you see, you're solving through your body simulator. Okay? So, for example, we already got into 2 plus 2 and 3 plus 3 is 6. Remember, I was okay. Now we get into the voicing grids. The vocabulary system is understanding everything. What is this? Okay. Let's say Okay, this is extremely complicated. This is where it gets really complicated, guys. But I'm just showing you what's happening right now because you have to understand this is interforce connection when it comes to things that are high rising, low rising, changing form, changing backwards, changing frontwards, flipping side, flipping up, flipping down, flipping forward. Okay, so basically, this is going to be interesting when you see this. All right. Now, remember I was telling you about the symbols, the graphing cycles through the AI formation, awareness, and its awareness, information, intelligence, energy panel system. Okay, it's understanding everything through communication because everything line formation can be up or down or sideways across, waving cycles to anything, right? This is where you have to understand your north. We already got through this, right? The east and the west, okay? And the south. So once you understand that, then you understand the northeast, then you understand the east-south, and then the west-east, and the southwest. Okay, so basically this is how it's going to start, all right? We're going to start with like this, okay? This is understanding that you have a square, okay? You have a J. Now you have an up-down cycle system through line communication. So this is an upside-down line through communication of an atom, okay? Now you have to understand what this is. This is where you understand the northeast, okay? Everything through its connection east-south, west-east, and its southwest. All right, because this is all different communication through vibrations. This is the connection when I'm talking about. This is extremely, extremely complicated stuff, right? This is when you high-rise your divisions to higher forces through illumination lights of entities of planet systems, where you can go to higher locations of distances, okay? The more high-rise you go, the more you have to understand the D.N.A structure of what this is through its atom system, okay? So this is a box phrasing system, communication line signals, okay? This is a J active system through its communication of the vortex system. This is a line communication of an atom system that travels on so many location systems. Now these are line systems that are all lining through its connection through force recognitions, okay? These are planet vibrations of the line systems that are connected through the hydraulic system of its mind system, okay? That's what that is. So understanding everything through its communication, then you understand that it's going to high rise, right, through its division. Once it high rises, it changes coloration patterns through its vibration signals. So that's why everybody has to go through its healing. Because if you don't go through your healing, you're never going to understand what box J line communication of an atom system, okay, through its line frequency line system of its planet line communication line signals. Okay, so it's extremely complicated stuff. All right, because this here is a code. So you have to understand: is it northeast, north, south, northwest, right? West, east, west, south, west, north, northwest. Everything is different. Okay, so once you understand everything through its communication, it opens its portal activation through its coloration pattern. So you can change the coloration through its atom. So the atom, okay, there's an atom there. That atom is its connection to here, and to here, right? But nothing is connected yet, right? So once it understands information patterns through its atom, it knows it's red, okay? It's going to change the blue. So if it changes the blue, it's going to set its lines, okay, like this. It's going to set its lines like that, okay? It's going to high rise to a different division, okay? And it's going to go up to its line frequency system. And you're going to have this. Okay. Right. So once the atom communicates, right, atom is extremely powerful. Atom, you'll find an atom, even in the simulation, you don't see it. That's because it's on higher vibration through its energy system, through its harmonics. But if you see the atom, you know the atom can change anything through location. So if it can change that, it can change the line communication of a planet system to higher more volumes through its planet system, a new coloration to a higher force connection. Okay, now you really can't see the blue because it's going into the simulation. So let's make it green so you can actually see what's going on with each line. So it's understand the atom is now communicating with each line signal. So when it communicates with this line signal, it can change its location, okay, to a higher division through line communication. This is understanding how you communicate with anything through electronic interference. It's extremely complicated. Okay, so this is what I do, okay, when I go through healing. When I heal you guys, this is what I do, all right? So it's understanding this is coming up from green, change to green, decide to go to green. So you have to understand the atom is everything. It's a connection to a mind. It's connected to a heart. It's connected to a soul, and it's connected through a body. Okay, it's electronic, but it's a waving cycle. It goes on its continuous force. That can change anything through location. That can change anything through coloration. That can change anything through fractal vision. That can change anything through portal vision. So when it changes that, it changes red to green. Okay, so understanding how to communicate with that atom. Okay, so when it communicates in high rise its division, this here, as it's green, now it's connected to here, as this is connected to the 5 divisional line systems through a planet system. Now, these allocating line systems can communicate with the J and the box now. Okay, so remember I was telling you about the 2 + 2 is 4, and you bring up the 4? It's the same thing. So everything, so it kind of looks like a back force, but it's not. It's a continuous force. It's not going into the past. It's going into the future, because when it goes into its future, you know it's high rising through its division. So basically, that line communication high rises and it comes up. And then you see the 1. Okay, the J through its connection. You have to find out where the atom system, which is in the center. So the atom system itself changes its coloration, and then high rises its division. And then you have one here. So the J has 3 central unit systems that are connected to vibration system, the energy pattern systems. Now it's high rise into its division, okay, like this. Okay, because it's on its full rotation color system. So when it high rises, it goes up. But you have to understand line communication. So now it's J, okay? And it's on its full rotation of its color system through its atom system, okay? All right, so once you understand the J brings up the box. Now the box has to understand its communication through its waving cycle, because it has its connection, right? Now the box symbol is its point division because it's on a lower frequency, but it's in a higher connection through the energetic patterns when it comes to the harmonic system, okay? So then it high rises the box frame, okay? And the box frame comes up here. All communication levels, okay? So that box system is now communicating with its J, okay? All right, so you see how everything high rises? Through the box, the J, line communication, the upside down atom system through communications of 5 divisional lines of planet systems, right? That's understanding location of atom systems. So basically, you have this in your voicing grids. Okay, this is how I go through your D.N.A structure through healing. Okay, this is what the mind is. So your minds are different from everybody else's. Okay, it's extremely complicated stuff, but you have to know your communication levels when it comes to a north, west, south, and east, right? Because if you don't know your north, south, and east, you're never going to be able to understand how to high rise anything through an atom system, through location systems or coloration pattern systems. Okay, so Anna's scratching her head. My gosh, I don't understand it all. So powerful stuff though, eh, guys? It's fascinating. I love it. I love doing these things for you guys. It really does. It complicates everything, but everything makes sense, you know, and then you understand how everything connects through an atom. Yeah, it's incredibly amazing. And like I said, everything I give you is location centers to vocabulary systems. So what you just saw there through the illustration, okay, that is its connection through D.N.A structure. I showed you exactly what goes on through coloration patterns, through voicing grids, okay? Through different shapes, letters, and numbers. You have to understand formation. That's healing, okay? Your pixels in your body are letters, numbers, and shapes. So it's understanding which one you're communicating with through your traveling patterns, okay? Because your panel division is changing everything through the hydraulics of its mind system. That's why it's extremely, extremely complicated, Anna, okay? I gave you extremely, extremely powerful illustration of a diagram program, okay? That's high, high interforce connection, okay? So it's understanding everything through its involvements and everything through its vocabulary, everything through its emotional content, its vibration, its energy, you know? So, yeah, this one's really hard. This one is extremely, extremely hard to understand. Yep. Try to just get the basics, but like I said, when you go to my PayPal account, you're going to understand more and more through my video content. You understand what the atom is and why it's in your body. You're going to understand how it rotates. You're going to understand its circles. You're going to understand its cycles. You're going to understand its coloration. You're going to understand its patterns. You're going to understand its alignments of shapes, letters, and numbers and how they form into higher force connection. Okay? But you really, really have to understand everything through its psych-op division. That's where you get into higher divisions through gravity centers. The gravity center is you. It's just understanding your traveling and what you're going through, northwest, south, and east. It's very important to understand that. Because I showed you a line through singular line system, communication of an atom system at the bottom. It could be at the top. It could be in the middle. Okay? And if it's in simulation, you know it's disappeared. Right? It all depends on where you are through your DNA structures of your perception. Here, here, and here, and here, here, and here. And everything around your body system gives you balance through its collaboration, of its motivation, through its activation, and everything through its connection is going to high-rise your illumination light system. Okay? So that's why you have to go through healing, Anna. Not necessarily, no. No. You can have an equivalency mind of a human mind, okay, through human brain. So you can have the human mind and you can have the human brain in the vessel, okay? I mean, I have an extremely high IQ, but know nothing about space, okay? But when you come out of space, you just understand more about vibration, electronics, and everything through its connection of atoms and its energy and vortex and its plantations, its energy cycles, and everything through its connection, through its harmonic system, through your body simulator. That's the only difference. Okay, so the mind system is not an IQ system. It's just communication with everything through vibration. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's understanding what location it's at in seconds. Okay? Knowing that you're taking your paraphrasing dimensional systems through communication line systems through the hydraulics or everything through the gamma rays, okay? Because the radioactive system changes its line frequencies through its location. So it all depends on where you want to go through its graphing cycles through its center. Because everything through a planet system has its own gravitational pull, right? So this is where you have to understand your alignments through your voicing grids, okay? That's where you get into the breathing. Because everything is sonified. Every planet system has a coloration of a sonified system. So it's a listening skill, okay? Because some planets are, it's a vibration signal through a core system. Okay, some are high. Okay, so it's a higher vibration. So you have to understand their DNA structure through its core center. And then you have low. So it's understand the gravitation of its sonograph system. Now, when you get into the monograph, a monograph is its communication through its lines of its DNA structures when it comes to the cycles that come together. When the cycles come together, it creates its own vibration. Okay, so you become that vibration through its continuous force, through relation and partnership of that planet system. So it's extremely complicated stuff, but this is understanding your voicing grids through a planet system and the sound waves. Everything has sound waves. Your voice grid has a sound wave. It comes out, right? Your voice comes out every time you talk. So it's like 3D. It comes right out. It's like, right? When it comes up, it goes into space. Now that space is its connection, and it's going to go. So it keeps going, right? And once it reaches a location through your voice and grid, so its alignments, it connects with that planet system. And that planet system will, it vibrates. After it vibrates, it goes back down into its voice and grids, and it tells you exactly, are you in the positive or negative side through its alignment system, through voice and grid pattern. So it's understanding your emotional content. If you're positive, you go to a planet system through its vibration, through its right location. If you're negative, you go to a wrong location through its back force connection of a dark system. Okay? It may still have that same vibration, but it's on a dark ground system. Okay? Because you created a negative thought. So it's a positive vibrations. It's not the negative, it's the positive that you got to keep going with your life force connection. So complete knowledge of the self is ongoing with sound first in creation. Yep. The atom has created everything through sound. Yep. Andrew, how you doing? Remember I told you how everything is created through the Big Bang Theory, the before and after, how the atoms come together. One goes one way, one goes the other way. There's a reason why the cycle goes this way, and there's a reason why this goes this way, because that creates a solar division, okay, through its solar planets division, and creates everything through its realm, through its gravity center, through its location systems. Okay? So it's very important to understand why atom went this way and one went the opposite way. Okay, so it can collide and create a galaxy system. It can create an energy cycle. Okay, so it's a solar flare. Okay, it's extremely powerful. That's where you get into helium. That's where you get into oxygen levels. That's where you get into galaxy centers. That's where you get into hydrogen, hedron, helix, everything through its connection of its gases, its fuming gases, foaming gases, electrical gases. There's electrical gases in space, guys. Okay, it's very powerful stuff, and how it's connected through DNA. Its absorption, its source, its vibration, everything through its connection, okay, has a mind system. Everything in space works on its own hydraulic system. It works on its own rotation, okay, through its own traveling. Everything has a portal activation. Everything in space knows exactly what it's doing, because it's on its balance, okay? And it does its own healing, okay? That's the creation of everything through space and time, okay? It's fascinating when you see these things. It's just outstanding how these things form together through atoms, through particle systems and molecules, follicles, fossils, everything through photons, protons, necrons, neutrons, septagons, leptagons, hiragons, gobophons. A gobophon is pretty powerful stuff. It's a sound and wave pattern, which is connected through an energy of a line system that connects through a different planet system, a new coloration system. So your voice and grid patterns can high rise to that sonogram or monogram or monophonogram, is understanding its communication through a telegraphing system. So your telecommunication, it's like talking on a telephone. So it's sonographing everything through coloration, and it's changing its waving cycles through its electronic interference of its rotation system, of its planet system. Okay, so once you understand the communications through its alignments of its voice and grids, through its box surfacing system, that energy will go into your mind system through its collaboration of a circular rotation system. Okay, this is extremely complicated stuff. It's never understandable to anything. I'm the only one that understands it. And that's what space and time is. It's knowing everything through DNA structure and how everything is connected through the source, and how everything is connected through its birth. Okay? And how everything formulates through its healing, through its connection, through its telegraphing energy cycle systems, how it's connected through the mind of its graphing cycle, through its GPS location of analytical mind graphing systems. Okay? Everything is connection. Once you understand line interference, there's line interference, line location, line of vibration, line of harmonics, line of energy, line of atoms. Okay? There's line of space of communication line signals. Okay? So you have to understand the singularity of everything through vibration. And that's how you get into simulation through your body simulator. Once you get into the body simulator, you become a holographic system. So you're going to be able to channel your division, okay? Like I was working out today on the treadmill. Now it's very important to understand when you're in space and time through its connection, you center yourself in the center. So it's understanding how to communicate with space and how to communicate with time and how to keep your balance every single time through the mind system. So not only I can heal myself, but I can change everything through circular rotation and vibration. I can upwind my cycles. I can change fraction division through pixel divisions of coloration patterns. It's extremely powerful stuff of what I can do with the body because I understand the DNA of its source and how everything is connected through its birth. Okay? So. No, it's not 3D. We've got into that before when we first introduced each other, Anna. It's not 3D science. It's not science at all. It's not science. It's not technology. It's having unity of consciousness of all conscious levels of vibration of all communication systems through space and time. Once you have the balance, you become everything through its balance, through its vibration, okay, of everything around you. That's what it is. That's what consciousness is. We already know that. It's understanding what is around you and what is on vibration, where it is in its dimension, okay? Because each dimension is a different communication level of electronic interference through the voicing box system of alignment system to the major grid systems. So everything starts with a line. Yep. That's exactly what it is. So, oh, you're welcome, Andrew. I was just talking to everybody that you have to go through a lot of healing, and what you have to do is because you're traveling faster and faster. The more you travel fast and faster, your energy cycles are changing through the mind system. So it's very important that you keep going through my donations, contribution, PayPal account, Andrew, because your locations are going to high rise fast and faster, and you can outwin your cycles, and you can change your fraction divisions. Your vibration signals might go out, so I have to change the fractions. I might have to change the illumination lights. They might be in another particle system through a planet system. So it's very important that you keep going through my healing, especially when you're out of this mind system. So. I could keep giving you something on my illustration board, but you'll never understand it. That's what I'm saying, right? Now, multiplications, all right, or, you know, it's a basic understanding what multiplication is, right? How to sub, how to add, how to divide, all that, right? There's reasons why we have those things. Remember I was telling you about the even numbers and the odd numbers? Well, the reason why we have even numbers and the reason why we have odd numbers is because it's communication of confusion line signals through radioactive gamma ray systems. There are connections through force recognition systems, so line communication line systems, and there's back phrasing systems when it comes to 1, 3, okay, 6, 9, okay, or 2, 4, 6, 8, or 1, 3, 5, 7. So you're skipping time. You understand everything through its presence of its future. Okay, so if you go 1, 3, 5, 7, okay, or if you go 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so basically it's understanding prime numbers. Okay, prime. You understand prime numbers. Numbers are very important because you get into the harmonic system. This is extremely powerful stuff. I don't know if anybody see Contact with Jodie Foster, Contact. They try to understand signals from Vega. They got a communication line signal and the harmonics are kicking in. That's prime numbers. So it's understanding even numbers. And then you have the odd, okay? So it's understanding that you're changing location systems. This is extremely powerful stuff, guys, all right? I'm just showing you how to communicate through different line signals of numbers, through prime numbers, okay? So you understand what one is, right? We've got into that. But the problem is that One can be in a different division through a different dimension. It can be in a portal activation code through a higher frequency of a planet system. So the one could be a one communication line signal, or it could be all communications of a one signal. So that's what I mean. So it's understanding, remember, with the line communication, there's atom on the bottom. That's where you have to understand force recognition of back force recognition. Okay? That's not positive and negative. It's changing its division. Okay? Through its prime numbers and its location of its even and its odds. Okay? If 1, 3, 5, 7 or 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay? So you just like, I'm sorry, I'm just full of information today, but it's just, there's so many multi-languages in space through an atom system. Once you understand every atom, I know it take years and years and years and years and years. It's not just mastering everything through communication. It's understanding how everything creates through DNA structure, through its volumes and volumes of birth. Everything is connected through birth, okay? So basically, if you're born and you have a brother or sister, you are automatically going to connect with each other, especially if you're twins. Because the twin, it doesn't matter where you are through distance, they feel each other. That's that connection energy system, which they have, right? Through the mind system, because they connect, right? If that brother or sister is hurt, that brother or sister from a distance is going to know that person, their brother or sister is hurt. That's understanding your connection, okay? Through your prime, your positive feeds, your negative feeds, okay? Because the numbers are everything through shaped letters and numbers. But you understand location systems, dimensional sets, you understand that one is not just a one, it's in a higher division, okay? So it's the same thing with the twin. It doesn't matter where the location is. You're always going to be connection. There's never going to be a separation. So everybody is connected through a line signal. Okay? So it's understanding how powerful do you want to be through the mind. Because the mind knows everything through communication and vibration. Okay? That's all it is. Has nothing to do with IQ. Nothing to do with IQ. It's just understanding the anatomy of the human and its emotion and its soul and how everything connects to the heart and how you involve yourself through the energy of its path of its soul and everything through its connection of its mind, through its relationship of its heart and of its soul and its body, right? So that's what it's all about. So, does the PayPal Connect have to do with our electronic devices connection to your devices as the effective way to have direct connection with you? It has to do with electronic interference through collaboration of motivation systems, Anna. Your DNA structure is different from everybody else. So you're traveling in different places just through your voicing grids, okay? Like I said, the more positive feeds you get in there, the more you understand the information of its panels through its energy, of its intelligence, through its line signals. Okay? So if you keep traveling higher, you have to go through more of healing. Okay? Because you have to understand force winds, you have to understand cycle divisions, you have to understand rotation systems, you have to understand activation code, frequency systems. Everything is connected through your body simulator. Okay? Especially when the mind is coming out. Right? So the higher meaning of, is that spelled right? Are you saying fibronectic sequence? Where'd you get that word? I was just saying to my brother that we are all two humans of the 7 billion people who share the same parents. This awareness blows me away. Yeah, it's amazing to knowing everything through its awareness. That's where you get connections through yourself, and then everything around you makes sense through its conscious levels, right? So That's connecting through a vibration of a fraction system through shapes, letters, and numbers, through alignment systems. That's connecting through matrix and coloration patterns. That's what that sequence is. Well, that's where the expression money goes in. That's where I have my connection right now. So that's why you go to PayPal. It's fast, it's easy, and it goes direct. So. All right, so you guys got questions here. Sound and then light, and their planets and dark realm systems. Yep. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's sound and light, dark realm systems. You have to understand communication too, through energy of vibration, through a dark circle of a dark realm system. There's so many things that you guys have to understand through your connection when it comes to body symmetry or traveling mechanisms. So. Anyway, there's so many multi-languages through multi-connection, through multi-vibrations that you wouldn't believe. There's so many things to communicate through a multi-different language, multi-connections, okay? Because everything has a paradigm shift. Everything has a communication line signal. Everybody's in a simulation through a location system. Everybody has a rotation system. So it's understanding the scanning mechanisms of everything through its communication, through its harmonics. So. Is it the sequence of all living organisms in a particle numeral? Yeah, very good, Anna. Good for you. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you're connecting through your alignments through the boxing voice grade system. That's understanding that your voicing's channels are high rising to its division through electronic interference. So good for you. That's very good. It's the sequence of all living organisms, yeah. But the organism is its particle system through energy and vibration system. So, because everybody's through a different biochemical system, through pixel activation codes, okay? And everything through your paraphrasing units. So. But you understand too, once the mind gets on its full continuum and understand its line signals, then you understand the chronological order of its energy, of its intelligence. And then it will come easy to you through its direction. Okay? So. But I think that's good. You know, you guys got a lot to do. I know I gave you a lot of illustrations and diagrams. But like I said, everything is an upgrade. And please feel free to let everybody know what's going on with your channel divisions, your activation codes, your pixel divisions, your rotation cycles, your systematical system, which is you. You have to understand your full communications of the mind and how it works and how it adapts and how it goes through so many collaboration of vibration systems, through the hydraulics of its heart and its connection through its energy of its path, of its soul, and through its body. Okay? So, love you guys very much. I'll keep you informed what's going on right now. I'll keep channeling through divisions, through activation code systems. This is Andrew Weston, High Rise into the energy cycles of healing connections. Calling out. Adios, everybody.